So I'm just going to continue where I left off. Now this game is a bit awkward because I'm used to playing games like this with a D-pad, but this is an analog stick instead. This is called Abyss Odyssey. And there's a bard nearby. Questions. Almost dead. And dead. Yay. Talk to the bard.
My sayings.
Now, he says random things, but you can get experience by talking to him and just paying 100 gold. It's not much experience, but it comes in handy. Shall we go the other way and see if that leads down to the bottom of the dungeon? So there's a hidden thing here. And can I use... Ooh! You deal more damage. Oh yeah, treasure. Wait. Actually, it's probably just easier to wait until after it shoots out the little fire things. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, the little fire things actually do hurt. And sorry, I have a bit of a sore throat because I am susceptible to getting sinus infections just by sleeping on my back. Yeah, good fun. And this dude has a terrible AI. I mean, look at him. Going around in freaking circles. Just trying to attack me. Okay, we got the key from him. More treasure and stuff. Actually, fun part okay. Ow, that hurt. Interesting. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing here. There's enemies that can fight me. This is a bit of a dungeon delve thing. But your character is technically immortal, but to revive with all their stuff, you need to go to a resurrection spot. Which I don't think I've come across one so far this run through. God. Fire. If there is anything there, and of course, it's fun. And you're just gonna stand there. Haha. Okay, so the next one is a question mark. Okay, so this is a resurrection spot. Now, if I had a camp token, I could put it here, and I could get resurrected here. But every time you die, you go back to one of your camp tokens, either way. But if you... Because when you die, so to say, you get a soldier to play as, which is not nearly as good as the actual character, but they can go through the stage, and they have a somewhat similar skill set as you in order to go through and get back to one of these ones. There are other ones where you can put camp tokens in. They have kind of like a Scully type head that's covered in gold, and when you go near them, they crack. You usually see them more towards the beginning of the dungeon, like where it says Santa Lucia. That's actually where this character starts at. And those circular things are the camp tokens. So as you can see, I have a couple of them near the top. I don't have any further down towards the bottom. And I suspect that it's at a random camp token that you respawn at if the soldier dies. Because I actually respawned at one point near the very top there, almost where Santa Lucia is. The thing is, though, when you die, you lose all the gear that you had picked up in the dungeon, and you go back to like the basic starter weapon. I think the exception might be the one that you can buy at the beginning where Santa Lucia is. So like if I were to buy this Spanish rapier or the Sword of Yig, I would not be able to keep it if the soldier died, because the soldier can pick it up. But right now what I have equipped is the Spanish rapier, which does 16 damage, a level 2 weapon. I also have the vampire bracelet, so I get 5% of damage inflicted converted to health. So every time I deal damage, 5% of it I get back. Then for the ring, I have a plus 100 maximum health. And then I have an antidote and healing potion, but I don't really use the antidotes. So yeah. Oh, and if you really wanted to, you could fight the shopkeeper. I am not doing that, though. You can configure your skills at all the shrines. So right now, I have it so that my flippy sword thingy, that would be... not that one. That one. Has damage twice on it, and then defensive. This one, which I don't really use, it's down in that. It gives me more mana, which I can easily accumulate because I don't really use my special, and increased damage. And then this one has increased damage and defensive shield when I cast my fireball. So, and now to go down. You have to do down in the jump button to fall between. Oh yes. So, when you go through the stages, you get to, every once in a while, do this thing where you can unlock a character transformation. So, with the item usage, you hit up, left, and right. If you hit down, if you have one equipped, you can transform into another creature. Oh, the platforms are over there. So... come pretty far with this one. Just need to kill her now. And I guess I can unlock this character monster thing. Yay, I did it! Okay. Some of them are harder than others just because of the skill set. This one's a little bit similar to the character I was playing as. Ooh, what's this?